Maybe just taking it off the stand, putting it back on again. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, Mary. Hi, Mary. Lots of Marys. Marys and bars.
Yeah, and there's lots of Julies too.
Oh, really?
Like there's a couple of Julie Ross, and yeah. All right. And 4 o'clock. Oh, okay. That's a way.
And angels are not where? Okay, just fine. Good. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi there. Hello. And happy Father's Day, right, to all those here, and welcome to our fellowship this beautiful Sunday, and big welcome to everybody watching virtually. So glad that all of you joined. So see a couple of faces that I'm so happy to see. And we're just going to just have a special blessing to all the fathers and all those who are father figures, right? And who embody this sacred essence of fathering. And that's guiding, that is encouraging strength and wisdom. So just, and those who are just overall inspiring to all of us, and throughout from when we were young to those we have in our life right today. So a big thank you to all of you. So, and then we're going to open our service. If you're able, please stand, and we're going to sing our wonderful song from our Corey Williams, The Beloved Children of God, and that's right on the front of your songbook. Just beautiful. Thank you, everyone. So beautiful. And before we do our opening meditation, just want to draw your attention to your packet. And if you're new or if you have some different information, like a change of phone number or email, you can just put that right on the connection card. And then on the back, which I put over there, you please add anyone you would like to have remembered in our service today. So there's a pencil in there. So and we will add those folks also on our prayer list. So anyone you'd like to add on that, and then when Richard comes around with the basket, you can just put that card right in the basket, and we'll just have that nice special time. And now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whatever works best for you. We'll just take just a few moments just to go within, just a short centering before our service. And perhaps gently press your feet into the ground, both feet on the ground, and maybe feeling each toe. Feel the whole shape of the foot. And just taking some nice, slow, low breaths in and out. And these are our deeper breaths, just as we let go of any of our hurrying or stress of the day. Just our breath really helps us to become fully present, so we can really show up for this wonderful service and being connected with all of these wonderful people. And finding a nice tall spine and open position across your chest as you continue that nice, slow, deep breath into your low rib belly area. Feeling that coolness of air as it enters your nose. Notice how the air is warmed as it leaves your body. It's just nourishing all of our cells. And we'll take a moment just to reflect back on fathers and this Father's Day. And today we give thanks for the way Spirit moves through fathers, father figures, and the father masculine energy in us. And may we each connect to that inner source of guidance, courage, and unconditional love. We bless all fathers here and beyond, and the Father presence that reminds us that we are never alone. We are always loved and always guided. And taking some deeper breaths in and out. And as we gently come back here to our space. And it is my deep pleasure to introduce our wonderful Reverend Julie Ross, and she is playing for us today the special music. A big hand.
Thank you so much, and happy Father's Day to all the dads. I'd like to dedicate this song to my dad. There I was with the old man, stranded against all fire, and young world crashing around me. No possibility of getting what I need. He looked at me and smiled and said, "No, no, child. Seed of him, butterfly. In the air he likes to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she had a try. She rolled on down to the warm soft ground, laughing up to the sky. Up to the sky. Dog and butterfly. Stumbled upon your secret place, safe in the tears, your tears on your face, wrestling with your desires, frozen strangers stealing your fire. Message in my mind, the words that I could find. Seed of a butterfly, up in the air he likes to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she had a try. Another night in a strange town, moonlight holding me, light is down. Voice of confusion inside of me, just begging to go back to where I'm free. Feels like I'm through. Then the old man's words, they find their way through. Sea dog and butterfly, up in the air he likes to fly. Dog and butterfly, below she had to try. She rolled on down to the warm soft ground with a little tear in her eye. In her eye, she had to try. Dog and butterfly. Thank you very much. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And now please stand if you're able and join in for a fellowship song. It's on page 37. It's called Sing Your Song. And then we'll stay standing afterwards for our greeting, a namaste, or greeting, whichever feels best for you.
Sing your song, sing your song, sing it loud and clear and strong. And if the world doesn't seem to understand, that's okay. Just sing anyway. If you sing a song of love, you'll be in harmony with all the little creatures, every bird and bee. If every moment you're in touch with your divinity, the melody you're singing will echo endlessly. Sing your song, sing your song. Sing it loud and clear and strong. And if the world doesn't seem to understand, that's okay. Just sing it anyway. Be true to your own self, that's what the masters say. Always do what's right for you, and you will find your way. Stop looking around for others to show you who you are. Sing the song inside of you, be your own shining star. Sing your song, sing your song, sing it loud and clear and strong. And if the world doesn't seem to understand, that's okay. Just sing it anyway. The melody that bubbles up inside you every day is every bit as sweet as the smell of new mown hay. Its strings are as far-reaching as the stars up in the sky. That's why when you're singing it, you feel so high. Sing your song, sing your song, sing it loud and clear sing it anyway. Just sing it anyway.
That's one of our Lucille's song. Thank you, Lucille. What a beautiful song. And time for our greeting.
So they usually put it back. Oh, hi. How you doing? Good to see you.
God bless you.
Happy Father's Day. Good. How about you?
Good. This is my hug.
That's your hobby.
Not too bad.
That's true, right?
All right. I don't know. Okay. Well, that was lovely. It's one of the favorite times when we all get to have our special welcome, and it's just so lovely. Okay, and now it is time to introduce our speaker, our wonderful spiritual director, right? Our mentor, our good friend, and just lovely leader of our fellowship, our Reverend Mary Sabai.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Such a beautiful, beautiful day, and I think there are people taking advantage of that out there. I'm really excited about this topic today, so I hope you'll go on this little journey with me. And I'd like to start with a little bit of a short meditation. So I invite you to once again close your eyes and go within, kind of pick up on that wonderful meditative energy that Julie started for us. Go within, breathe through your heart. Give you a moment. We are products of the creative process. The process of the divine flowing into this human experience, invisible to visible. And we are one with this divine creative intelligence, born innate creators. Whenever we create and whatever we create, we release divine energy into the world. So I'd like you to just open your hearts as wide as you can. Open your mind as open and expanded as you possibly can. Open that third eye. And let the divine flow, just feel that coming into this sacred space. Open every pore and just feel that openness and spaciousness. And now you can come back and open your eyes and try to just maintain that openness as we walk through this message today. Come back, everybody. Creativity is the topic today, and it's a universal trait. It's our natural resource. Our human selves, our human brains, are structured for creativity. It's built in, wired into our brain for us to be creative. And if you can feel it, if you pay attention to it, we yearn to be creative. I know there have been times in my life when maybe several years have gone by and I've been in a job or a career that was very left-brained, for example, and I started to feel that tug, that longing to be creative in some way, whatever way that manifested itself. And it can, this blockage of our creative flow can manifest in a lot of ways. We can feel just this sense of dissatisfaction, restlessness, even depression. And we need to recognize that and see what is in our world that interests us and brings us joy to create. We're actually bringing something new into this world every time we create in unique ways that only we can bring them from our unique selves and our unique perspectives. So there is a cost to us shutting off that creativity. It is a source of aliveness for us. So as I say that aliveness, feel that openness that we started with, and that aliveness and joy that it can bring us. So we already know then that we hold the power of creativity. We've had many talks in this fellowship about being divine creators. And it's everywhere in our lives, every day. Every day we're bringing this something new into existence in a creative way, even if we don't realize it. We might find a way to navigate a difficult conversation in a creative way. We might creatively find ways for our grandchildren to have an experience to stretch themselves, to stretch their minds and have joy and fun in doing something. Maybe rearranging a living space to make it more accessible and functional. And maybe there's some ingredients leftovers in your refrigerator, and you pull those out and create something. You transform those leftovers into something completely new and delicious. I know someone here who can do that very well. Barb. Yes. You solve a problem at work. You find a way to resolve a conflict in a way that is kind and optimal for everyone. So creativity includes, but is so much more than that artist in front of the canvas on the easel with his paintbrush or her paintbrush poised to paint. It's so much more than that. But when you say creativity, oftentimes that's the picture that comes into our minds. But we have some beliefs around creativity. And maybe you've said these things, or you've heard someone in your life say these things. I'm just not creative. I don't have a creative bone in my body. I've heard these things from people. And it's these beliefs that really these stories that we tell ourselves that dismiss so much of our ability to be creative and feel that joy that it can bring to us. So we aren't born with these beliefs, obviously. Children are wildly and freely creative, and they have no filters. But as the years go by, someone we trust or looked up to tells us that we're not good at something, or that our creative capabilities are squelched in some way. I have a couple examples of this. One in my own life. I was probably between 3 or 4. We had dinner it was Sunday dinner, so we were around the Sunday dinner table, and the adults were still talking, and I somehow got relieved of that, of listening to the adults, so I wandered into the living room. This was at my aunt's house. And I can remember this like it was yesterday. I had feelings of it. I looked around the room, and my aunt had all these plants in little pots around the room, African violets and all kinds of things, but they were pretty small, and they were just sitting on tables. And I remember going over to that first pot and thinking, I wonder what's under that dirt. So I grabbed the plant very gently and pulled it out and shook the dirt off very carefully in the pot, and I laid it on the coffee table. And I did that to every plant in that room. Very creative. And so here's the coffee table, and I can remember just feeling in the flow. It was, as a 3 or 4-year-old can feel in the flow, like, this is amazing. And so I put some of them together in a circle so their roots touched. And I put some of them in a straight line so they were standing next to each other, and someone in a single line down here. And I was just amazed that I had created this, and that now I know what's under that dirt, and they belong together in this piece of art. Then out of the corner of my eye, I saw 2 figures in the doorway. And my mom will tell this story as, Mary Ellen was really quiet for a really long time. So, she said, I wonder what she's up to. So here's my aunt and my mom in the doorway. I looked up, and I could just feel all that excitement and curiosity and joy drain from my body and be replaced by fear. Like, oh boy. And the looks on their faces told me that was the appropriate response. Now, to be fair, my mom and aunt didn't make a huge fuss about it. They didn't yell or anything like that, but I definitely got the message that this was not to be repeated. And I remember my mom saying, well, at least she was really careful and left all the dirt in the pots. So there wasn't a lot of dirt to clean up. But I remember that feeling of this just joy, sheer joy, just deflation. My daughter Jennifer was the director of an art program for a very exclusive camp in Maine called Camp Winnebago. A lot of really wealthy people sent their children to this camp. Celebrities, the Hershey twins, the Hershey Candy twins. I mean, it was pretty amazing how many really rich kids were all in one spot. And she was the art director. So it wasn't just macaroni necklaces for these people. She had anything she wanted, any equipment. She had kilns and woodworking tools and anything she wanted to help these kids have a good art experience at this camp. Well, Parents' Day came around, and so she had some of the kids finishing up a project that they had started so the parents could come around and take a look at it. Well, this mother walked up behind her son, looked at it, and said, well, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Seriously. And I can only imagine that that's probably not the first time he heard that and not the last. But Jennifer, my daughter, was just stunned. Like, that can't even be possible. And the woman was quite a force. She was, but Jennifer was not to be intimidated, and she walked up to the little boy, looked him straight in the eye, and said, but I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The mom was not happy. But Jen said, I was not going to leave him in that state. Again, just deflated. He had been so excited to show his mom his art that he's been working on. And that's the response he got. Louise Hay did an interview a long time ago, and she told the interviewer that she used to walk by a ballroom dance studio. She said she just really was drawn to it, and she told herself she wanted to take dance lessons, but she just couldn't get herself to do it, and she started telling herself, I'll do that in another lifetime for sure. But one day she was walking by and she saw a sign that said, we teach you how to dance one step at a time. Yeah. And she says, well, I can do that. I can do that one step at a time. So she went in, and she said for the whole first class, she just couldn't even breathe. And she went a few more times. She kept it up. But finally the instructor said to her, Louise, I can just see the fear come into your eyes when you start the class. What's going on? What's up with that? So she said she went home and really thought about it. And what bubbled up for her was a time in her life, she said a long, long time ago, when she felt that if she had done something, I don't know what it was exactly, she didn't say, but that she would be slapped for it. And that was what was bringing on that fear, that if she does it wrong, she'll be slapped. And she said, oh my gosh, that still coming up, all those years ago, after all the work that I've done in my life, which, just goes to show we can get the boulders out of the river, but there's still pebbles here and there that we can find our way to work through. So the suggestion is then just let go of any idea or any belief that I'm not creative, and instead focus on seeing the ways that you are already engaging with the world in unique and creative ways. Elizabeth Gilbert, the author of Eat, Pray, Love, everybody knows about that book, right? A best-selling book and a movie. She said that creativity is a sacred collaboration between our human selves and divinity. She says her ideas feel like visitations. It came to me, that kind of language. And we've probably all said that. Well, it just came to me. I like that idea of it being a visitation. She believes that ideas have their own spirit and that they choose us because they know that we can do it. So when Julie gets all those beautiful melodies running through her head and lyrics, those ideas, according to Elizabeth, have chosen you because they know you can bring them to life, bring them into this world. But then our egos can get in the way with comparison and competition, resentments, which all reduce our access to our creativity. Creativity thrives when we feel safe and free to explore, fail, and adapt. So this idea that it all has to be perfect right off the bat just squelches our creative flow. Picasso said it took him 5 years to study to paint like Raphael, and a lifetime to learn how to paint like a child. So even though we can be creative in so many other ways other than art, art is definitely a wonderful way to express our creativity. And there are so many types of art expression. I can look around this room and see many who have their own already ways of expressing their creativity. Music, ukulele, music, who else? Somebody, writing. We have authors in our group who've written books. Anything else, Lucille? Crocheting.
Lucille's a composer.
Composing, yes.
I've been writing those. I think some of you've been on the receiving end of my cards that I've been writing with the choose joy or don't forget to smile at a cruise face value. So artistic.
Yes, yes, and you create art on them and as them. Anybody else have something that they, some way?
Cooking.
Cooking, yes, cooking, gardening. If Deb Plichter were here, she is an avid gardener, creates landscapes, does crafts of all different kinds. Samantha paints, does watercolor. I don't know what else you might do, drawing. Anybody else?
Dog training.
Pardon?
Dog training.
Dog training, dance and movement, all different kinds of things. And I want to just make sure that we all think about this, that both creator and receiver reap the benefits of the art that we create. And a lot of that comes from the fact that when we're creating and when we're receiving the creation, we are in the present moment. It brings us right into the present moment. I love Hans Wilhelm, who's a German-American writer. He's written and illustrated over 200 children's books. Says this, he's 79 years old. Is there anything that can transform our senses faster than art can? A few notes, and we are drawn into another mood, another reality. A few paragraphs of a good book can make us forget our worries and transport us to another time and place. Looking at a painting deeply nourishes our soul and brings us back into harmony and balance, ignites and inspires our imagination. Again, a quote from Picasso: "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." So I brought today a little gift for you, and Julie's going to pass that out. And maybe someone else can help too, so we can get them out quicker. Thank you. So I brought these for you today to invite you and encourage you to do some art play. And for this watercolor exploration, look at the beautiful cards that on the back that Samantha created. Creativity is the flow of the universe. Digital art, that's another way of art expression. So for this little exploration, just allow divine energy to flow through you and spill out through the brush onto one of those little pieces of paper that is watercolor paper in your little packet as an organic expression of creation. Just allow and accept whatever flows with no judgment.
Mary, when I like to paint with watercolor, sometimes it's fun to get the whole piece of water wet, and then when you put the paint to it, it like
Yes.
flows.
Yes.
Or you can paint dry and then douse it in
Yeah.
water and watch it spread. It just,
It's
it's that creativity. It's
yes.
that.
It's a wonderful medium, and I picked it specifically because of these three things. You don't need a lot of materials. Everything you need is right in that little bag, plus a little cup of water and maybe a napkin. And another thing is that watercolor doesn't like to be controlled. It takes a lot of study and skill to control it. And that can create some beautiful, beautiful art. But the fun part of it is to just not go down that road. Just allow it to flow organically. You can wet the paper and wet your brush, and it will just blossom, and you can watch all the colors just bleed into each other. You can pick up the paper and it dribbles all over. You can paint dry brush on wet paper, and you can paint dry brush on dry paper, but the fun ones are the first two. Wet paper with wet brush and wet brush on dry paper.
The other fun thing is if you take salt and
Yes.
sprinkle it on
Sprinkle
the paper,
salt
it'll
around
make
it.
stars.
So let me just ask you, how many of you have done watercolor recently? Okay, we have this. I know Samantha and Julie. Oh, cool. And Rose. Okay, how many remember it from when you were a kid? Yes, pretty much everybody. And it is the most glorious experience. It's full of surprises. So if you don't try to control it, you'll just see all these little things blossoming around the paper. It is a perfect let go and allow experience. And if you enjoy it, you might want to get some bigger paper so that you can really branch out and see how that all flows. a lot of us who have something in our lives that expresses our creativity and that we know that we're good at, we do that, and we do it a lot. And I'm just inviting everybody today, regardless, continue to do that. We all benefit from that as well. But do something different. Just do something different. And you might take this home and it might lay on your counter for a few days or even weeks. But eventually maybe you'll take it out and see what happens on those pieces of paper. And if you feel so much resistance that you know you're just not going to do it, please don't go there. But if you do, then pass it on to someone else who might have fun with it. Find something new and just have fun with it. Just let that energy that we talked about in the meditation just flow through you. And don't think about what the final product looks like. It's the process of creation that you're going to be opening up to that flow. I just hope you have fun with it. And Julie and I are going to continue on with this creativity theme week after next. And so I'd love for you to share some stories if you go home and give it a try. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Oh, I can't wait to do our painting, right, everyone? That's so fun. Oh, I love it. And let's see, and now it's time to bless our tithes and offering. So we'll just take a moment and just want to say a big thank you to everyone here that always generously donates to our fellowship, whether here in the basket or also online. So just a big thank you, because we are able to do these wonderful services. We're here, we get to be together, and it's because of everything that you do, so, and that you give. So such a big thank you. And Corey will be playing for us. I Am Grateful. We could join in as Richard comes around. Oh, and also drop your prayer card. So anyone you want to have remembered, just put that right in the basket.
Grateful, I am grateful. 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 Grateful, I am grateful.
Thank you. And we'll take, and actually, if you can grab your bulletin, let's read together the tithes and offering, right in the middle there. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and enough. Thanks. And we're just going to take another, just a short time to just go within, and let's bring to mind those names, or perhaps it's events or situations that you're dealing with right now. Whatever speaks to you. It could be your dad, perhaps. Maybe it's your grandfather. And we'll just take this time to truly send our deep, deep care and love to all those listed and all those situations. And our prayer is that they know without a doubt that they are whole, that they are a beloved child of the divine, and have that knowledge really be with them and have that cradle and support them in any way that they may need. And especially added blessing and prayer for our dear dads that may have passed or are with us, and all of our father figures that have mentored us in any possible way throughout our lifetime. Just lots of love and blessings to all. And so it is. I'm just taking another breath in and out, and we get to hear some more special music from our lovely Reverend Julie Voss.
I thought the song Teach Your Children might be a good one for today. Feel free to sing along. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Yeah, teach your children well, their father's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picks, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you who cried, you just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can know the fears that your others grew by. So please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you you would cry, just look at them and sigh, and oh, they love you, they love you, they love you, and know they love you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Julie. Thank
Thank you so much. And we have just a few announcements. And this Saturday, coming up, 2 o'clock, a Deaf Cafe, right here, usually right in the library. And then on Saturday, June 21st, there is a summer solstice celebration. Oh, go ahead, Reverend Sue's got a...
My thought is you could bring your paintbrush and your
There you
candles
go.
too.
That's a good idea.
Awesome. Okay, did everyone hear that? And we'll have some extras there. You bring your painting, so if you'd like to paint that night, and it's going to be at Reverend Sue's house. Bring a side dish or dessert to share, and our time 5:30. So it should be lots of fun. Oh, and painting. Oh my, is that great? Oh my goodness. Okay, so hopefully everyone can come. That would be really, really lovely. Love. Let's see. Let me see what else here. Check the e-announcement for, that'll be it. And it's a love offering. I was figuring out, what was that? Okay, that's what it was. And then Healing Movement, Mondays at 4. And that's with me here. And we went outside the one day, but it's right here. And we also, since there's not a chair yoga on Thursday, anyone is welcome to do use chairs too. So we're kind of just going to mix the class. So feel free to do that on Mondays. And just thank you for another wonderful service, and for all those watching virtually, and then all of you that are here on this gorgeous Sunday. So nice that you took the time to be here. And Corey, just always amazing. And Julie Voss, right? And our Reverend Mary Sabai with our wonderful message and creativity. Samantha for making this all go smoothly and run. And just thank you all. Oh, go ahead, Julie.
So for the summer solstice thing, will there be food there that the fellowship is providing?
Yes.
I thought we'd do what we always have, pulled pork and chicken sandwiches, and then we can have other sides and desserts.
Right. So there will be like the main dish, but if you come, feel free if you want to bring a salad or some side that you like, or dessert or fruit, whatever sounds good. And then I'm going to invite everyone to stand if you're able, and we'll get together for a peace circle. Know that you're watching online, that you are part of this circle, and then we'll follow with our closing blessing.